I've selected you as a lead hunter for this expedition.
Thank you, sir.
Finding the village won't be easy. You'll need the proper guide.
Boys and girls, I think we finally got a monster hunter that's gonna make me pull the trigger and get the game. I've dabbled in them, I've played the betas, I've always watched them from afar. They really do have wonky control schemes. I don't necessarily need a lock-on, but even like the last really popular one, I think it was Monster Hunter World, like a bunch more people, I think it's like their highest selling one. It made it more popular for the Western audience. This one I feel like is with the run on the RE engine and the art style going a little bit more of the hyper-realistic, that's what I like to call it, because it's like everything is still stylized, but it's as real looking as possible. I love the creature design, the feel of the game. We're going to get into it. I think I'm finally going to get this one. Let me stop rambling, get my thoughts together. Thoughts, humble opinions, trolls, strategy. That is what it's all about around here. We talk about games, we play games. Stream, shorts, long form, short form. Just check it out. Let's get to Monster Hunter Wilds. The character customization, if you're at all into that, let alone for the Palico, the little cat creature you get if you haven't played the game before. It's gonna do all kinds of stuff for you, pick things up and tell you where to go. It's just like a little helper, but you can customize the hell out of that. And then when you get to the character creator, one of the most in-depth and as many options as you can think of. Absolutely impressed with it. I like a good character creator. I don't spend as much time as some people do, but I do know that is a huge deal for a whole lot of players, and I'm pretty happy with this one. There's not as many male haircuts that I would like, but that's always a thing for me because I'm pretty normal when it comes to kind of hairstyles I would have anyway. Or maybe not normal, basic is what you would say. As far as the game itself, a lot of the things that I wouldn't necessarily call turn-offs, but like things that I always had hang-ups or whatever on, they're kind of still there, but because of the nudge in the direction of a little bit more real-looking style and not necessarily adult theme, I guess the overall tone of this one is just pulling me in. So I tried the Gun Lance, I believe, and the Great Sword. Or the longsword, excuse me. I couldn't really get a good groove with the longsword. I did try the bow eventually, you'll see in this gameplay as well. If not this one, we will put up a co-op gameplay video with Frog Shadow very soon. Definitely like the feel of it. Being able to aim with the reticle and actually choose, you know, what you're gonna do and have that be like a completely different move set. I like the way that it kind of has like a combo system from like a fighting game, as far as how the combat system works. Now I need to look more into the control schemes because I personally do not like my action buttons being circle and triangle. As an American player, most of the time, if you're on Xbox, you're going to be hitting A for your action button. If you're on PlayStation, you're going to be hitting the X or cross, whatever you want to call it. That's just, I like my dodge button being on circle. It's the Dark Souls Elden Ring in me. And it's just a preference thing. I'm sure you can change it. If nothing else, if you have an Elite controller or you're on PC, you don't have to worry about that. So I really probably shouldn't have brought that up. Just something on my mind. Other than the control scheme and the I wouldn't say lack of a lock-on system, because I feel like a lock-on makes a lot of games too easy. I would just say I feel like the reticles and the crosshair when you're aiming any kind of projectile weapon just kind of don't match the overall tone and style of the game. They're just like kind of like basic looking. They kind of look like a college student's first try. And I'm super picky about that kind of stuff anyway, but that's what we're here for. We talk about games, man. And it's just something, it bugs me every time I look at it, because like the whole aesthetic of everything else is so dope. Whenever you have like a certain style of crosshair, you know, way of aiming, like it'd be cool if even maybe you could have a laser or something like that, but that's probably asking for too much. I like less HUD, more immersive type of games. I know this game is all about menus, and there's a bajillion different ways to craft items and make gear, and we're gonna be cutting parts off of monsters. It all sounds cool. I just like things to, I like more immersive style whenever I'm actually doing my moment-to-moment gameplay. But yeah, I'm very excited for this one, and I'm hoping that we will be able to get some good co-op and multiplayer going. One of the main things that kept me from playing the Monster Hunter World is the way in which you had to play co-op and had to get players in to play co-op whenever the game first came out was so tedious. It just like wasn't worth it for me. And if I can't play things with my friends when there is a way to play with my friends, like whenever it makes it tedious or just like everybody doesn't feel like doing it, that's gonna turn me off. That made me not play the game. I just never got around to it. But this one, it's speaking to me. Capcom has always been one of my favorite studios ever since I played Resident Evil back when I was a kid. The RE engine is one of the best engines in gaming right now, I don't care what you say. And hopefully this money will go towards the next RE game. Definitely recommend buying this. Recommend playing the beta. It's probably going to be over by the time you see this video. But we'll have some co-op gameplay coming. Gonna let you see the rest of this hunt. Taking this frog out. Definitely got a lot to learn. There's a lot of comboing and systems that I didn't understand. Learning how to reload and everything. I will say, as far as another thing for accessibility and everything, the systems, the menus, the ability to change your HUD and all that kind of stuff, definitely awesome. Definitely want to give them a nod for that as well. That is one thing, especially for console players. Over the last few years, like there's a lot of stuff in gaming that I really don't like going on. There's things that make me even pissed off actually. But we've gotten a lot more ability to tweak our stuff and play games the way that we want to play them, and menus and systems that the PC crowd has had for a long time. I'm glad we finally have that on console. That is a good thing, and always people need to be able to play and adapt things so that they can enjoy the game the way they want to, not just have to complain and get things nerfed. No, I'm just messing with you. But anyway, I think that about wraps up what I gotta say for Monster Hunter Wilds, people. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Whole lot of stuff on the channel. We're covering Dragon Ball Sparking. We got 6 episodes of Silent Hill 2 out. And it depends on viewership if we are going to finish that one. And then what else are we doing right now? We're gonna have Mario Brothership coming up. We might be doing some Mario Party maybe soon. Definitely streaming some COD because you got to if you have a channel. Well, you don't have to, but there's no other shooters on console. What am I gonna do? Good ones. Alright.
My lives are flashing before me here.